Et alors, on commence un peu par aussi un petit truc qui fait un peu peur. Et Studio Daveki, gros fournisseur de jeux FMV. Allez. Donc voilà, on va partir sur des petites aventures d'un duo d'animateurs radio.
Dark Nights.
With Poe and Munro.
Frankie. Premier épisode. Et un peu flippé.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe.
And Munro.
Ah oui, on envoie les bruitages, c'est vrai.
Fun fact, helicopters can cause lightning strikes.
I suppose we should send ours back then.
We have a helicopter?
Yes, Munro, we have a helicopter. And on that note, what's next, Munro?
It's on the schedule, silly.
I know that. I'm just making it sound like you have a choice.
Okay then. What shall I choose? Let me see.
Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on va choisir? Eh ben, bonne question. Qu'est-ce qu'on a? Je sais pas. C'est pas très parlant les trucs en fait. Je me rappelle un peu de ça. Regardez ça. Hop, c'est magnifique. Cette image par image. Allez.
I choose a long walk on the beach.
Ah, yes. With the moon's bright eye bobbing on the black tide.
No. The sun is shining, and the sand is hot and soft between my toes. Wouldn't you like to walk on a beach with me, Poe?
Alas, I fear I would burst into flames at the sun's first embrace.
But you were outside this afternoon.
Then I must simply hate the beach.
That's a shame. I hate skinny dipping alone.
I'd never dream of letting you skinny dip on your own.
And talking of wet dreams. Dreams
And nightmares.
with Poe
Excellent
and
choice,
Munro.
Munro.
I didn't have one really, did I?
You always have a choice, Munro, but that doesn't mean you can change things.
Do you think anyone's listening?
Of course, we're the only radio station in August.
And if you're just passing through, we mean August the town, not the month.
What else are people listening
Tadam.
to?
Radio 1, 2,
Ah, là, il y a du budget quand même, Makosu. T'es dur, hein?
5. Each other?
But we have something they don't.
What's that?
You.
Shush, Poe, you'll get tongues wagging.
Indeed. Talking of tongues that wag, we have a caller. Are you ready for a dream?
Et oui, on sent bien que le petit
Ouais,
décor un peu
ouais.
sombre, c'est le cache-misère, quoi.
Frankie, you're live with Munro.
Hi, Frankie.
What a beautiful voice you have.
Well, thank you. I think all voices are beautiful. What
C'est
do you
faux.
think
Ça, c'est
Poe's
faux, par contre.
voice?
I hate it.
Okay. So, what's your dream, listener?
I'm in August, and wherever I go, all I can hear is the radio. It's everywhere. It's loud and relentless, but there's this bird. She cuts through the noise and guides me. I listen to the bird, and I fall blissfully asleep.
That's very interesting. People dream about their surroundings a lot. And a dream within a dream? That's nothing to worry about either. What do you think, Poe?
I think you have a hardcore fan, Munro. What did the bird look like, Frankie?
Beautiful. Angelic. But it's trapped in a cage. A prison. But there's only one warden. And the warden is weak.
There's a warden.
Another bird. With a rumbling voice that makes me angry. It plumes its feathers, but my bird, the one that calls me, she's not interested in him.
And she's caged.
Munro, this is obviously a prank. He's talking about us and trying to be funny.
But it's a dream.
I never said it was a dream.
Well, I think we've had quite enough of this.
Listen to the warden jangling his keys. Don't you see he's imprisoned you, Ellis?
Well, Frankie, we don't use our first names on air, so I'm just gonna stop you there. Dreams
And nightmares.
with Poe and Munro.
And we'll be back with more dreams and nightmares later. But first, August, how about a short, dark tale to chill the nerves? And we're clear.
Well, that went well.
Indeed, just another totally normal person calling into our show.
I don't know how we attract them.
I do.
How long is this story?
It's just a quickie, but if you'd like it longer, there's plenty more I could queue up.
I can still hear you.
Sorry, Frankie. Thank you for your dream.
Thank God he told us.
That could have been awkward.
Very. Maybe I'll just have a cold shower.
Ah. On va prendre de papier quand même.
What's that?
This? Oh, it's nothing.
What is it?
It's nothing.
Give it to me.
How long is the break for?
Give it to me.
All in good time, so how long?
3 minutes?
Okay, I'm going to make some tea for us. You stay here.
You're making tea for me.
I do it all the time.
What's going on? Give me the note or I'm leaving.
Of course, we must have continued drama, mustn't we, Alice?
What's that supposed to mean?
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm going to kill you. What the hell, Poe? Why were you hiding this from me?
It's just some psychotic listener, that's all.
Frankie?
Not necessarily. We have lots of psychotic listeners.
How can you joke about this as a death threat? It's clearly a death threat.
Ah, ça aurait quand même pas de quoi rassurer,
I'm
qu'on soit bien
all
d'accord.
in at this, Alice. People see you as a celebrity. It makes them do abnormal things, but they're just normal people.
When did you find it?
Someone slipped it under the door.
Just now?
Well, yes, but it's nothing to worry about. We've been getting them for the last few weeks.
Weeks?
Maybe a month.
So that could be a killer behind the door.
Maybe, but never when I've looked.
Poe.
It isn't locked, Alice. People can just walk in anyway.
Poe.
There. I told you it was nothing to worry about.
Non, quand même.
Tea?
You're not going out there. You're going live.
Understood.
I think I'm gonna go home.
Don't be like that.
How could you keep this from me? I thought you cared about me. What if I'd been killed?
Mais non.
You know I'd never let anyone hurt a single hair on your head.
Well, that's not entirely true, is it?
I don't know what you mean.
You know exactly what I mean. Let's not get into that now. We're back with our listeners in 3, 2...
You'd have been a sacrificial shish kebab if it wasn't for me.
Oh, Poe, that sounds like a great story, but it'll have to wait, because we're back with our listeners and more dreams and nightmares.
Okay, who's our next listener? It's Frankie again.
Hey!
Put him through.
Frankie, you're live with Munro.
I didn't finish what I had to say.
I'm sorry about that. You can carry on now.
Sometimes the radio gets too much. It makes me frustrated. So I go into the belly of the beast, and I hide, and I listen, and I wait.
So this is a dream that breaks into other dreams.
Oui.
Of course, there are no segues for dreams. Poe?
The belly of the beast. Have you been leaving messages, Frankie?
Yes, John. Yes, I have. Have you been getting them?
What did the messages say?
I'm going to kill you.
Oh grand Dieu. Ouais. Je dis, c'est vraiment le truc qui me gêne un peu dans le jeu, c'est que c'est pas très clair les intentions. Là, c'est quoi? On s'en va, elle prend son sac, elle s'en va, on regarde à la porte, on coupe l'auditeur, mais s'il est là, bah c'est pas très grave. Allons voir si. Ça manque d'un
I
petit peu de.
see. And why would you dream about wanting to kill me, Frankie?
It's not a dream, John.
De l'intention, je
I'm
trouve.
coming for you. And Alice.
I don't think you are. I think you're spinning us an impish tale, Frankie. You write your little notes and dream your little dreams, but you're not brave enough to act on them, are you, Frankie?
Poe, stop it!
What are you waiting for, Frankie? We're sitting ducks. Don't worry, Munro. He's just bluffing.
Martoni.
Don't!
I'm not hiding, Munro.
You're going to get yourself killed.
Hide.
No. If you're not hiding, then neither am I.
Ah.
Frankie? It's Alice. I'm opening the door so we can talk. Okay? Just you and me. Frankie? There's no one here.
I've had enough of this.
What are you doing?
I'm getting our caller back on the line.
Maybe we should just carry on with the show.
Come on, Frankie, pick up. You know you want to.
Oh, elle y va. Oh, elle y va. Je me rappelle plus du tout des choix qu'on avait fait dans la première run, par contre. Ça me dit rien. Et j'ai pu oublier. Hein. Ah, on va prendre l'extincteur pour lui en mettre un grand coup dans la face, oui. Bim. Quoi? Putain. Bon, c'était le livreur, pas de bon.
No, boss.
Oh, ça tue pas. Quand même. Avis des experts, ça tue pas un coup de extincteur comme ça. Je suis d'accord que non, c'est du cinéma. Là. Bon, visiblement, là, ça l'a tué quand même.
When I was 12, my father died. He was riding his bike to work and
D'accord,
got hit
Makouz.
by a
Merci
bus.
pour la précision. C'est important.
School bus.
On est là pour établir des vérités aussi.
School bus. It was all over very quickly, but I was at the back of the bus and I could see everything. He didn't move, didn't get up, died instantly. But the image of it somehow stayed with me.
You think?
It doesn't anymore. I couldn't tell you what it looked like. Mother told me a secret. There's a way that you can make your memories disappear.
Can you make today disappear?
No. But you can. Pick one of these.
On n'a pas l'impression que ça les ait traumatisés plus que ça et qu'ils se soient rués vers un téléphone pour appeler la police, par exemple. Je sais pas. Fun fact. Ça marche. Mais oui. C'est vrai que dès que ça a servi, il faut les changer. C'est vrai. C'est vrai, c'est vrai. On est plutôt pomme, on est plutôt orange. Moi, perso, je suis plutôt pomme. Petite perso. Ah, les oranges
Now
comme ça,
hold
c'est
it
pas mon
tightly in
kiff.
your hands and close your eyes.
Now what?
Think of your most troubling memory from this evening and imagine the object you're holding is there.
Tu le manges.
Picture it so you can see it.
Okay.
You have to make yourself believe that the object is there.
Okay, it's there.
Now open your eyes.
Now what?
Throw it away. When you throw it away, it will take that memory with it.
And if it doesn't?
It definitely will.
Eh ben, c'est beau ça. Je suis moins convaincu que ça fonctionne plutôt qu'un coup d'extincteur même.
Might know the whereabouts of 35-year-old veterinarian Francisco Bilson.
Mr. Bilson hasn't been seen since the headless body of his business partner Jennifer Gordon was found in an industrial bin outside Lux Fitness.
Ah bah tiens
Is
donc.
that the first murder in August, Poe?
This year, yes, but technically it's on the Stepford border. So whilst August police deal with it, the crime statistic is with Stepford.
Oh, that's cold.
Yes, indeed. Tonight's weather will be cloudy with scattered showers.
Yeah, make sure you cover your head.
Now, what happens when your very own Poe and Munro decide to play a game of truth or dare? Stay tuned to find out more later. But first, we want to hear from you, August. Got a guilty secret? Need to get something off your chest? Father Poe is waiting in the confession booth
Putain,
to absolve
il a
you of all
attaqué
your
par contre.
sins. Anonymously, of course.
And here's a message from our sponsor.
Do we have a sponsor?
How do we let him get away, Poe?
He just disappeared. He
Ah, bah
was
voilà.
dead, Alice. No pulse, no breath.
Then who took him?
It would seem it was our guardian angel.
I just hope he doesn't come back.
C'est un peu vite éludé ce
I
point-là
never
quand
wanna
même.
hear that voice again.
He won't be coming back.
How can you be so sure? And why did you take off before the police got here? You left me to deal with everything.
Not everything. Not everything.
Lui qui l'a dégagé.
Next
Ah.
time on Dark Nights. with-
Ah là, comme dans toute bonne série, qu'est-ce qui nous attend au prochain épisode?
Funding's running out, isn't it?
Months ago.
How do we pay it back?
A radiothon.
In bed with Poe and Munro.
Lurkers, if you're out there just lurking, then give us a sign.
It's Millicent.
Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary.
If the station shuts down, I don't know what I'll do.
Après, n'en montrez pas trop, ça dure qu'une demi-heure, hein, les épisodes, donc s'il vous plaît.
Dark nights.
With Poe and Munro.
Tadadam. Alors, nos décisions, qu'est-ce qu'on a fait? Première impression, tu as choisi l'éclair comme 30% des gens. Waouh. Frankie, tu as joué le jingle de l'émission pour faire taire Frankie. Il est raccroché au nez. Livraison spéciale, on a ramassé le mot, quel le choix majoritaire. Tu es parti écouter à la porte. Pareil, choix majoritaire au lieu de mettre fin au deuxième appel ou d'appeler la police. Soyons francs, on a laissé Munro accueillir Frankie. On a pris l'extincteur et pas le téléphone. On a réconforté Munro, bah là 85% large. Et on a choisi la pomme, bah 50-50 en fait. Les gens sont mi-pomme, mi-orange, comme mi-figue, mi-raisin. Incroyable. Épisode 2, ici, découverte. Hein, voilà, pour l'instant, on avait fait que le premier. Donc, on découvre cette petite histoire qui va se passer autour d'un lit, visiblement. Il y a une petite vibes aussi Luther dans le générique, je trouve. Pas sur un morceau original de Massive Attack, mais...
Dark nights.
With Poe and Munro. Our funding's running out, isn't it?
Months ago.
Poe! How are we still here?
My rainy day savings.
You can't use that. That's for you and your family.
No, you're right. Think of it as a loan.
Okay, well, how do we pay it back?
We send a seed of hope out to Lady August, and she blossoms it into fruitful returns.
Or we could have a fundraiser.
Yes, a radiothon.
I'm thinking a 24-hour sponsored broadcast.
Oh, la bonne
We
idée.
could call it In Bed with Poe and Munro.
You think people will pay us to sleep together in bed for 24 hours?
No, silly. You're not allowed to sleep.
Une grande idée.
Did we really need that camera?
Yes, Poe. It's proof that we stayed here for 24 hours.
On a l'air très
The
enjoué.
station shuts down. I don't know what I'll do.
Everything will be fine, Alice. I've set up our donation pages, and the amounts are already rolling in.
How much do we have?
15.
100?
No, 15 pounds.
Pas mal déjà. C'est le début, quoi.
Wow. You weren't kidding.
I don't mean to get your hopes up, but that was my donation.
You donated 15 pounds yourself?
People do it all the time. It's not cheating. I want to
Bien
stick
vu, bien vu.
around too.
Thanks, Poe. Me too.
Here we go. Welcome back, listeners. That was The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. We're now halfway through the show, and it's time to take your calls.
I can't see any callers. Is it working properly, Poe?
It is the witching hour. Maybe everyone's gone to bed.
So,
Ça arrive. Des heures calmes.
really alone.
We could have lurkers.
Alors, qu'est-ce qui va se passer?
What do you mean, lurkers?
People that lurk but never join in. They're probably out there right now.
You mean listeners, right?
Lurkers, if you're out there just lurking, then give us a sign.
Ben voilà.
I should take this since nobody's listening.
Merci Tite Lily, jouer le jeu.
Yes. Yes. No, I said I wouldn't be home for that. No. No, 24 hours. All at once. No, I'm not sleeping. We're broadcasting. Okay then. Ta-da.
For anyone still listening, that was Poe taking a call from his wife.
Munro, as far as the listeners are concerned, I'm single and available.
Yeah, you act like it too.
What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry. Lack of sleep.
Well, it's for a good
Hey,
cause.
pour 24 heures, ça va quoi.
Sure. How much
C'est
have
bon.
we raised?
16.
Well, thank you, lurkers.
We couldn't get scared without you.
Indeed. I'm getting a very strong sense of déjà vu. What about you, Munro?
If you mean, have I ever been in bed with someone expecting greatness and then been sorely disappointed, then yeah, I'm getting deja vu.
It's that positive attitude that brings all the donors to the yard. Speaking of, dear residents of all,
Bah, pas top top,
please
ma
keep
cousou, c'est vrai. Hein.
donating. Whatever you can afford. Let us keep making radio for you. There. We've got 15 minutes. What shall we do?
Bathroom.
Of course.
Bah, c'est pas un franc succès, c'est effectivement. Faut peut-être marketer ça différemment.
Freshen up, go back in, be a queen. Be a tired, hallucinating queen.
Hop. Sûr que ça change grand chose dans l'histoire, mais à part la vidéo qui suit.
Munro, I need you to put this on.
Gueule qu'il a quoi.
Oh,
Il a la gueule grasse en plus.
Sit on the bed then.
Il brille beaucoup cet homme, je trouve.
I'm very trusting, you know.
It's a game I've made up. I think our listeners will enjoy it.
I hope I enjoy it.
Une petite partie de colle à maillard là.
Now what?
I'm going to put something in your hand, and you've got to guess what it is.
Not this game again.
But you're so good at it.
Are we live?
Yes.
Okay then. Go for it.
Après, faut pas non plus être.
Ow! That's sharp, Poe.
I'm sorry, Alice. Put some pressure on it.
Can you take the blindfold off, please?
Just a second.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce délire?
Almost done.
Enfin. Enfin.
There. We've got 15 minutes. What shall we do? Did you fall asleep? It's only been 12 hours.
12 hours?
Oh, même dans les FMV, on nous fait le coup du
You
c'était
look
qu'un
like you've
rêve.
seen a ghost.
I had a nightmare.
Dreams and Nightmares with Poe Munro.
No. It was real.
Are you okay? Do you want to stop?
I'm fine.
Sleep deprivation, it can play tricks with the mind.
Yeah.
Ça fait un manque de sommeil pendant 12 heures, ça rend pas zinzin comme ça quand même.
I need the bathroom.
Quand même.
Again.
Again? Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tap.
She doesn't love you.
Who are you?
You know who I am. It's Millicent.
What?
Millie.
Yes, Millie. Millie, what are you doing here?
Don't play games with me, Edgar.
Edgar? I'm not Edgar.
Fine, Poe, have it your way.
Elle les confond, je crois.
But what did you bring her for? The girl?
Alice, she's... You need to leave.
Leave? I can't leave. I died here, remember? Waiting for you. Sorry.
Pas de problème.
I've just waited so long for this moment, for this day.
Ça peut surprendre un peu, mais est-ce que ce n'est pas lui qui s'est endormi cette fois?
Bad dreams. Just bad dreams.
Peut-être bien que si.
Nope.
Ou les deux.
No.
Voilà, hop.
It's a door. A door. A door.
Ah, it was in the bleak December when each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor.
Did you miss me?
You're Lenore, aren't you? From the poem.
Yes. You changed my name.
For the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore.
Nameless here forevermore.
Why are you here?
Because you're dying, Poe. I'm here to collect you.
None of this is real, is it?
You need to sleep now.
I think that's probably the opposite of what I need to do.
Rest. Can't you hear them calling you?
I need to see Alice.
Murderer.
Hein? C'est vrai qu'une porte comme ça vers l'extérieur dans la salle de bain, c'est pas commun.
Poe? Poe?
Ah, oui, mais arrête de faire bouger le poing.
Poe! Is that you?
Ah non, je suis le lapin blanc, bien sûr.
Poe?
Ah bah si.
Poe, thank God. Where are we? What's happening? Is it a dream? What are you doing with that?
There. We've got 15 minutes.
Pif.
What shall we do?
Oh non, mais là c'est trop.
I can't believe you did that.
What?
Come with me.
Where? We've got 15 minutes.
Come with me.
Alrighty.
Where we going, missus?
Poe? Are you really Poe?
Course, governor. What's the jig?
Poe.
C'est
This
assez
can't
concept
be
hein, quand même.
happening.
Ah ben voilà. Ben voilà.
Poe?
Munro?
Who is she?
That's your question.
Yes, that's a bit strange, Alice. Perhaps should have led with, why are we tied up?
Well, I thought maybe you could ask that.
A lover's tiff, Edgar. Isn't you are not up to snuff?
What's she talking about?
She thinks I'm the real Edgar Allan Poe.
Well, you are named after him.
I'm not Poe. I'm Poe.
What's the
C'est subtil, mais il y a une différence quand même.
Poe?
Get out.
Ah bien joué.
Oh,
Oui.
that was easy.
What shall we do about it?
Untie him. Where are we now, Poe?
Does it matter?
D'accord.
No.
Ça nous a quand même donné un petit succès pour le fait qu'on arrive à les faire danser ensemble.
Everything is full of stars.
And the stars are full of people.
And the people are full of stars.
And we're all within each other.
And we've always known it.
What's that sound, Poe?
Don't be alarmed.
It's beeping.
C'est vrai.
Just an alarm.
Oh, Poe, you silly bunny.
Ça, ce qui est incroyable. Hein. Sur le monoxyde. Des rappels sur la prévention. Là, faut faire quelque chose. Là.
Poe! Poe!
Être aéré déjà. Laissez mourir. Ah ben, on l'a laissé pour mort, oui. Ah, oups. Oupsie.
It's strange, him not being here. I feel
C'est
silly
encore un
talking
rêve,
to
c'est bon.
myself.
On a compris là maintenant. Au bout de plein de fois.
If he was here, he'd say, "The show must go on, Munro. Tell them what happened." Listeners, if you're squeamish, take a 5-minute coffee break. Now. For the rest of you, last week, Poe and I were poisoned by carbon monoxide gases. A poor bird got stuck in our central heating flue and sadly passed away. There is no good news, but thanks to the insurance and the builder's negligence, our station is now fully funded. I'm not a selfish girl. Everything I do is for the good of others. But it always leaves me alone. I never killed those birds. I never fed those birds. I never put bird food in the flue. And and I didn't kill Poe.
C'est tellement pratique en plus de parler dans un iPad. Oh, ou une tablette, que
The
peu importe la
doctor
marque, mais...
says he'll be fine. They just need to keep him in for a few more days' observation before they can let him out. Go and visit him. Oh, and listeners, one more thing. Radio August is my home now, and I'll do anything to protect it. Anything. Next time on Dark Nights with
Ah bah,
Poe
ok.
and Munro.
Alors, ça se finit là-dessus.
Yesterday in the August update, you said that Joe Watts had gone missing.
Alors,
Gone to a friend's house after school and hadn't come back. So, what are you saying?
on a peut-être pas le good
We
ending.
work
Hein.
the case ourselves. You be good cop, and I'll be bad cop.
Yes, I'd like to report a kidnapping, please.
What are we supposed to do?
I don't have it's between the dots. I just see the final picture.
Dark Nights.
With Poe and Munro.
Et ben voilà, on verra ça la prochaine fois probablement. Alors, nos petites décisions de l'épisode. Il y a quelqu'un. Tu as fait sonner le téléphone de Poe, 34% au lieu de lui faire peur. Quelques petites retouches. On a choisi Layla. Ah, les gens ont choisi plus le rouge à lèvres quand même. Les fantômes, tu as choisi de toucher Millicent. Tu as choisi d'utiliser le téléphone de Poe. Ouais, jusqu'au bout du rêve. Tu as évité la porte qui n'est pas une porte. Plan d'évasion, on a choisi Munro en premier. Relation toxique, tu as laissé Poe dormir ou tu l'as réveillé. Ok.